people. Hopefully, but it's still morning. I just got off the train, walked down to the river in town. I'm in Colchester, about 15 miles away from where I live, and basically I'm just going to do a nice little hike, not too far. Had quite a lot of rain recently, hence the river is quite high. Now, I said before I want to get back into doing a bit of backpacking, so this is my first foray this year back on the back, and yeah, I've decided that I'm not going to go mad. Basically this is just going to be just an 8-mile stroll, and it will be a stroll, stopping after about 6 for stopping after about 6 miles for a camp, hopefully a camp on the river, side of the river, but if I can't camp there, I've only got another 2 miles to go, so yeah, so here we go. Got nothing for you. First bit of wildlife. Hopefully there'll be much more as we move along. Okay, we're now in Priory Street, which may give you an indication of where we're heading for. That's a place I've never ever been to in all the times I've lived in and around Colchester. This is St Botolph's Priory. Let's give you some information here. Been to places like in Yorkshire, like Fountains Abbey and Rivernew Abbey, but I never really knew this existed until the other day. I was waiting at Colchester town station and some idiot was playing really loud music in the car park, and I just happened to look over the wall, and this is what I saw. There. This priory was founded in 1103, so it's over 1,000 years old. Well, nearly 1,000 years old. So yeah, quite interesting. And it had to be a look over a wall from a train station to see the place. So St Botolph's Priory remains of. The church of St Botolph's is obviously a lot newer, which is over there. I'll say there's the car park I was talking about, and the wall behind it is the wall to the train station. So yeah, again, got everything you want. Colchester's got everything you want. A little bit of shopping, and there's quite some nice little boutique type shops in Colchester as well. Bit of shopping, lots of history, so well worth a visit. Okay, I'm now going to make my way down to the river again, rejoin the river. It's a bit the route from here is going through a load of houses, so I'll bring you back when I get to the river. Trying to stay off roads if I can, and I've been managed to find in these little footpaths and back alleys. So far this has been quite an interesting walk. It's been different. I want to share something with you actually, because like I said, I want to get back into backpacking, and this video popped up on my recommended feed on YouTube, and it's from a guy over in the States, quite a big backpacker, and done quite a few of their through hikes, and it was how to train for a long hike, and I thought, oh, that might be interesting. It's only a short video, and he was sitting there in front of the camera, and he said, number one, go hike. And I thought to myself, yeah, that makes sense. The more hikes you can do, the more you get used to it. So that's what I've been trying to do. Nothing strenuous for the moment. I do suffer from arthritis in my right knee, and unfortunately over Christmas I think I must have pulled a ligament, because I was in excruciating pain and limping quite badly, and I occasionally have it strapped up. In fact, it's strapped up now. I'm not going to let it stop me though. And so what I've been doing is, I live about 2 miles away from the station, so on most days, I won't lie and say every day, but on most days, fair majority of them, I walk to the station and then walk home of the night time as well. So it's all good, useful stuff. As I say, it's only a couple of miles, but at least, yeah, it's getting me out walking, and it's getting me out walking every day. This particular hike, it's not very long. It's probably going to be about 6-7 miles until I reach the spot that I intend to camp. And that's just a couple of miles on from there, back to a train station to get the train home. It's pointless trying to do something sort of like that's you know, too much on the first attempt, really. You know, little and often is always a good way of doing things. Right, okay, I don't know what this is. It's some kind of signpost, town centre. 3¼ miles to Wivenhoe, which is where I'm going. I'm going a little bit further on from Wivenhoe. So yeah, all good stuff. Okay people, see you soon. There you go, spring's on the way, blossoms coming out on the trees. Didn't realise we're back to the river. So I shall be following this on my left for a while, down this track, and I think we come out to a road. It gets a little bit industrial for a while, so yeah. So far I've only done a few miles, but I've covered a lot of years in those few miles, going back to Roman times with the castle and medieval times with the priory. So yeah, all good stuff. Go across this on a wall. Now some people call it graffiti. Not sure. I think it's art. Some of it is definitely graffiti, but I mean some of this is pretty good. Yeah. Working on a building site for a while near River Colne in London, and they actually do tours of this stuff around there. There's quite a lot of it on the walls, but some of it is extremely good. Yeah, I suppose the jury's out whether people want to call it graffiti or art. Probably the people that live there think it's graffiti. Maybe the likes of me that's walking past and see it, yeah, I'd say it's art. There you go. Right. It's getting a bit open. Weather forecast for today is much like this for weather. It's going to get, the wind's getting up overnight. By the early hours of the morning we're going to have a fair bit of rain, gusting up to 50 odd miles an hour, so certainly be a good test for the tent. Thank you. Yeah, it'd be a good test for the tent. See how it performs. I'm going to try and set it up fly first this afternoon, see how that goes. Okay, coming into some more houses now, so see you later. Okay people, you may not be able to hear me over the sound of the wind and the noise of the traffic, but my journey follows this river that way. start getting out into the open now, so the wind may start picking up. Right. Out of the town centre, out of the town, out of the built up area. This is a lot of this building is for the university that's behind me. All modern stuff compared to what we saw in the town. Very modern. Now out on the River Colne, heading towards Wivenhoe. More information here. If you can read that. But it's basically smuggling was rife along this river. So if you want to read that, please pause it and then you can read it at your content. I'll show you the map. We're now here at point S, and I've come from right up the top, cut off this map, yeah, the old Thames barges, brilliant. If you go down to a place called Malden, you'll see quite a few of those moored up there, and they're still operating. Another place well worth a visit, not many miles away from here. Lots to see around Colchester. So if you're into your history, it's a good area to come to. So, the River Colne. This first little bit coming out of the town is quite fairly industrial, as lots of rivers are. This leads out to the North Sea at Brightling Sea. Yeah, not going that far. Okay. It's the Colchester to Wivenhoe Trail. It's only about 4.5 miles in total. It makes a nice Sunday stroll for lots of families. There's, you can start at Hive station, finish at Wivenhoe station, or vice versa. Just do the 4.5 miles and then get the train back. At the Wivenhoe end there's an extremely nice riverside pub, which hopefully I'm going to partake of a pint. So yeah. bloody wind's blowing it over. Just the village of Rowhedge over there. You probably can't see it. I'm going to get closer. Right, the path splits here. You've got the main path which goes through to Wivenhoe station. This side path here which follows the river and goes round to the quay. The last time I did this path was extremely muddy, so I'll give it a go. Don't look too bad underfoot. Okay, walking along Wivenhoe Quay now. In the distance is the Wivenhoe flood defences. You may not be able to see it, but yes, there's just a little way up here, there's a nice little pub. Got plenty of time. Probably only another 2-3 miles at most to go. And, yeah, it's not 2 o'clock yet. So as the place I'm going to pitch is right by the side of the path. I will leave it till quite late before I pitch up. Although it's very windy, it's still a nice day, and people will still be out, coming out for a stroll. So yeah, it doesn't bother me. I can sit there, get my pot out, make myself a brew. But I might as well kill a bit of time and maybe have a pint and maybe something to eat. So yeah. It's become the in place to live. All very nice. Riverside apartments.